Hi guys, today I'm gonna be filming a tutorial for this cone hat. So basically for this, if you want to do it by yourself and not follow my pattern, you just have to increase all the way and make like a granny square bottom to make a square flat at the bottom. For materials, you need 1.5 skein of orange 8 ply. I'm using 8 ply, and a quarter or like half of a skein of white yarn. And I'm gonna be using a 5.5mm hook. For this pattern, you need to know how to do increases, double crochet, and magic ring, and that's it. So first, we'll start with a magic ring. Okay, then we will chain 2. 1, 2. Okay, now we will do 8 double crochets in the magic ring. For the chain 2, it doesn't count as a double crochet, so now we tighten it. And we slip stitch to the first double crochet. Right, so this is our first row. For the second row, we chain 2. Increase in all the stitches. Okay, now we slip stitch to the first double crochet. And we chain 2 again. Okay. Now we will do a single crochet, then increase. So single crochet, increase all around. Single crochet, increase. Okay, now we slip stitch into the first double crochet again. And it'll basically be like a dome. Okay, so now for round 4 and 5, we will just do double crochet all around, so no increases for 2 rounds. So you see, no increases. Okay, now I finished 2 rows of double crochet, and for the 6th round we will do 2 double crochet and an increase. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and increase. And now you just repeat it until the row is done. So 1, 2 double crochet, increase, 1, 2, increase. Okay, I have finished my 2 double crochet increases. So for the 7th round, I already slip stitched. For the 7th round, chain 2 and just double crochet all across. You're gonna do this for round 7 and round 8. So 2 rounds of just normal double crochet all around. No increases these 2 rounds. Okay, so I finished 2 rounds of just double crochets, and this is round 8, and it should look somewhat like this. For the 9th round, chain 2 again, slip stitch, chain 2. We're gonna do like double crochet, 1 double crochet, increase, one double crochet. Okay, so 1 increase 1, and then we just repeat that. So 1 increase 1, 1 increase, 1, and you just repeat the pattern through the whole round. So 1 increase 1, 1 increase 1, 1 increase 1 to the whole round. Okay, so sometimes when the pattern, like we are missing a stitch for this round, we'll just continue with it and not care about it. So basically 1 increase 1 and 1 increase, there's no more place for 1 more. We just do a 1 increase at the end and slip stitch like normal. Chain 2, oh no, we're going to swap colors now, so we can chain 1 and cut it off, and we will weave in the end later after we are done. Right. So now we grab our white yarn, we make a slip knot, make it tight. We are going to go from the first double crochet, so this one, and pull the slip knot through and chain 1. Okay, so wait, pull the slip knot through, chain 1 and 2, chain 2. We will weave in the ends later, and we're gonna go into the same stitch and make a double crochet. So from the stitch we pulled through the slip knot, we're gonna go through that loop again for the first double crochet. Okay. And basically just double crochet all around for 2 rows of white. So for round 10 and 11, we're just gonna do double crochets all around, no increases. Okay. So I finished 2 rows of double crochet, and both of them are gonna be white. So slip stitch, and I chain 1 and cut off the yarn, the white yarn, and we're gonna switch colors again. So again, make a slip knot, pull it through the first double crochet. So put your hook in, put the slip knot in, pull it through, and chain 2. 1, 2. Okay. And now we're gonna do 4 double crochets and an increase. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and an increase. Now just do that for the whole round, and remember, if you're like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 stitches at the end, maybe you have 3 or 2 more, you just continue with the pattern. So it doesn't matter if you just do half of it, like 1 2 3, and you did 3 double crochets and you have no more for the 1 increase, it doesn't matter, just do 3 single crochets. Okay, so this is the end of the row 12, and you can see there's like 1 2 3 3 stitches left, but our pattern was 1 2 3 4 increase, so it doesn't matter. We'll just do 3 double crochets. So 1 2 3. So basically 1 2 3 4 increase, and the last 3 stitches just 1 2 3 double crochets. Slip stitch and chain 2. For round 13, we're just gonna do double crochet all around again. So no increases, no nothing, just normal double crochets all around. For row 14, we are going to change the yarn. So we're gonna cut off the orange yarn. Make sure you chain 1, so it will be secure and the yarn won't frog. Okay, now we take our white yarn and we switch colors. For this round, we are going to just do double crochet all around. So so the same thing. So chain 2, 1 2, and go back into the same stitch and do a double crochet again, and now just double crochet all around. So for row 15, we are gonna do 3 double crochet increases. So 1 2 3 increase. And now we just repeat that for the whole round again. 1 2 3 increase. Round, we are missing a stitch for increase, so we're just gonna ignore that and just do 3 double crochets at the end. So 1 2 3, and now wait, 1 2 3, and now we slip stitch and chain 2 again, and for this round we'll just double crochet all around again. So just basically 1 double crochet in each stitch. Okay, for row 17, we will change the yarn again. So cut off the white yarn and change to the orange yarn. For row 17, we will do 5 double crochets and an increase. So 5 double crochet increase, pull through, chain 2, 5 double crochet, go through the same stitch, 1 2 3 4 5 increase. So 1 2 3 4 5 increase, and do that for the whole round. So increase 1 2 3 4 5 increase. Okay, so for this round, we also don't have enough stitches for 5 increases, 5 double crochets and 1 increase. So we'll just do 3 double crochets at the end. And now we chain 2 from row 18 to row 23. We're just gonna do simple double crochets all around. So double crochet in each stitch for row 18 to row 23. Okay, after you finish 6 rows, you have something like this, like a cone, somewhat a cone now. So for the 24th round, we will be doing 4 double crochet increases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, 1, 2. So just repeat that all around again. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. Now do that all around. Okay, so for this one we also don't have enough stitches, so we're just gonna do 3 double crochets at the end. Slip stitch, chain 2. Okay, so for this round we're gonna do double crochet all around, but then the last stitch we're gonna do an increase. So double crochet all around, and then for the last stitch we're just gonna do an increase. Okay, so we double crochet all around, as you can see, and for the last stitch we're gonna do an increase. So all of this row is double crochet, and the last one is an increase. Okay, for row 26, it's actually like a granny square pattern. It's where we start the granny square flat for the base of the hat. So basically we'll do 21 double crochets like this, and an increase, chain increase in 1 stitch. So I'll show you. I'll frog this and I'll show you. So this is 21 double crochets. Now we're gonna do everything in 1 stitch. So 1, increase, so we got an increase in the stitch, we chain 2, and we increase in the same stitch again. So it's basically just increase, chain, increase in 1 stitch. That will make the corner of the hat, so like this, and we repeat it for 4 times, so we can have like a hat. And also this is front loop only, so we only do this on the front loop and not the back loop. The front loop is where we only go in the first ribbon. It's like a ribbon when you go through the first string. So this is called a front loop, only the front string. And repeat it for 4 times. 21 double crochet, increase, chain, increase in 1 stitch for 4 times to make the square. Okay, so now you can see somewhat of a square, and now we won't be doing front loop only anymore. So we're gonna go back to our normal, like not how we normally crochet. So chain 2 again, and for this round we're gonna do 22 double crochet increase. So first 22 double crochet increase, then increase again, 23 double crochet, increase, 23 double crochet, increase, 23 double crochet, increase, 1 double crochet. So what we're basically gonna do is, when we get to the edge, we're gonna skip this 2 chain, right? So we're gonna increase on the last stitch before the chain, and increase after the last stitch of the chain. So 22, okay, here's 22, increase here, and then we won't do any chains. We're just gonna skip over these two chains. So we're gonna do increase, increase, so it wouldn't matter. Okay, so I reached the corner and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So for the last stitch, see, 1 before chain, we're gonna increase. So 1, 2, increase. And we're just gonna ignore the 2 chains. We're just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna place it in the double stitch, the next double stitch, and we're gonna do it on an increase on that too. So increase, increase. There we go. So you can kind of see the gap, but I was trying to cover it up for the second row. So we do this again. We do this for 4 times on each corner. So increase, skip the 2 chains, increase, and 33 double crochet, increase, skip 2 chains, increase. So we do that for the whole round. The last round, which is round 28. This round is going to be similar to the first square round, which is round 26, but it's going to be a little different, like similar but different. For this, we're gonna okay, so this is gonna be a last round, round 28. But this round we're doing kind of a similar pattern to round 26, but it's a bit different. So for the corner, you know how we increase, chain 2, increase in one stitch? This is gonna be in 2 stitches. So increase, chain 2, increase in another stitch. Okay, so the pattern is 23 double crochet, increases, chain 2, increase, 25 double crochet, increase, chain 2, increase, 25 double crochet, increase, chain 2, increase, 25 double crochet, increase, chain 2, increase, double crochet. Okay. Okay, now we have reached the corner of the last increase. So this is the increase, and we're gonna do a increase on the last increase, if that makes sense. Okay, so after the increase, we're gonna chain 2, but we're not gonna increase it back into the same stitch. We're gonna increase to the next stitch. Okay, then this is basically the corner. Increase, increase, both in different stitches. We're gonna do that 4 times, and then our hat will be done. Okay, so now our cone hat is done, and we just gotta cut it off. And pull it out. You can choose to weave in your ends, but for now, I don't see it as such a big problem, so I'm just gonna keep it inside. And maybe I'll weave in this one. So our cone hat is done. Thank you all for watching the whole video, and I hope you like my pattern. This is my first tutorial, and I would appreciate it if you liked it or subscribe. Thank you.